feed these hungry gamers. What's up, gamers? Hello, people. Not a beautiful day or night. Yep. Hope your five senses work. Health and strength is good. Well, what I got for you? No more physical copies. Video games is dead. There's a pandemic. No more physical copies. There's a video game pandemic. The physical era is dead. Yeah. You're like, what? Man, stop playing. Alright. Listen to this. What's up, Twig Town? Hey, listen to this. Got this article off of Twig Town's website. Reports. Before I even start talking, Xbox fans, no more physical copies. Video games is dead. Anyway, look. Listen to this. Report. Walmart to remove physical Xbox games from store in 2024 and further all digital future. So physical copies of video games, they're dead. There's a pandemic in the video game industry. Physical copies. Remember when I was talking about the Wii U and I was explaining the virtual console to you? Yeah. Anyway, listen to this. Big box retailer Walmart will reportedly stop selling physical Xbox games on its store shelves sometimes in 2024. Follows Best Buy big media cut. Xbox fans, no more physical copies. It's over. Senior play here says here, Best Buy may not be the only retailer to stop shelving physical media in 2024. Reports say that Walmart could remove Xbox games from its inventory sometimes next year. Well, it says here retailers are no strangers to nixing products from the shelves. Online direct-to-customers commerce has put a squeeze on big box retailer to only stock items that can be sold at a profit or as near a profit as possible, and to cut out things that just don't move volume. Says here, now that consumers have shifted towards digital media via subscription and direct purchases, retailers like Best Buys have decided to stop selling physical DVDs and Blu-rays. Altogether, Best Buys will still sell games across PlayStation and Nintendo, but the same may not be able to be said for the world's largest retail chain. Reports indicate that Walmart will stop selling physical Xbox games in stores as soon as 2024, which plays right into Microsoft's digital first strategy with Xbox brand. No more physical copies. Says here the new tidbits come by way of limited run game CEO Josh Fairhurst, who runs a company dedicated to game preservation and releasing physical copies of specific games. No more physical copies. It's over. Xbox fans, it's all digital now, and it's your fault. Anyway, says here, I would expect to see this trend continue in 2024. I have heard rumblings that Walmart is dropping physical Xbox games soon, and I have to imagine further cuts to physical game sections will be made as we get deeper into next year, Fairhurst said on Twitter. It says, given Fairhurst's position in the video game industry, these rumblings might be true. Fairhurst is as close as you can be to the physical media market, and the transition towards digital entertainment appears to be rapidly accelerating as more companies focus on maximizing profit through a reduction of costs. If accurate, the decision also speaks volumes about products' demands. Xbox is firmly in third place insofar as console sales, and Xbox owners are funneled towards Microsoft digital Xbox Game Pass subscription for their catalog gaming needs. The subscription also offers discount on newly released games and reduced frictions to access. And that's the end of the article. So no more physical copies. Physical copies of video games is extinct. It's dead. And it's your fault. Yeah, look, I was on who was that? I was on I think it was gaming. I was watching Gaming Off the Grid, or Gaming on the Grid, web YouTube channel, and they were talking about this. They were talking about digital copies going out from Walmart. From what was it? From I think it was Walmart, if I'm not mistaken. From Best Buys. They were talking from Best Buys, but now Walmart is joining the party. So guess what, folks? There's a pandemic in the video game industry, and it's the end of physical copies. Okay? No more physical copies. So yeah. If this trend looks like it's going to continue in 2024, so yeah. And according to this article, like Josh Fairhurst said, he said I would expect to see this trend continue in 2024. I have heard rumblings that Walmart is dropping physical Xbox games soon, and I have to imagine further cuts to physical game section will be made as we get deeper into the next year. Now. Well, times have changed, and video games go on, but you know, we know that we already knew that digital games was gonna be the thing now. The pandemic played a role in it, and pandemic was about infrastructure. You know, those who have the infrastructure in place, you know, can weather the storm. So those digital stores, when the pandemic was happening, and still is happening, they benefited from it a whole lot. So their profits, the sales profits went up, you know, when it came to digital sales, because you couldn't go to a retail store and buy the physical copy. So I would say the pandemic is responsible for this. But now this also goes back to when I was talking about the Wii U, and I was explaining the virtual console, and I was trying to tell people that when it came to the Wii U, that Nintendo had recreated the cartridge versus CD issue, but the difference between the cartridge versus CD with PlayStation 1 and 64 versus the Wii U and the 3DS, the difference was the virtual console, and many people didn't see this. So, Nintendo was supposed to be, like taking all their video games that they made and put it in the virtual console, and they refused to do it. Then on top of that, the virtual console is like when you do bookkeeping. It's like your bookstore, your library, your archive, and your bunker for your games. So when you're doing bookkeeping, that means that, like, you know, the games was supposed to be collecting updates, every one of them. So yeah, but yeah, but I would say the pandemic is responsible for this. You know, physical copies. You know, even with the PlayStation 3, the Wii U, and the 360, we had a digital store, but we had a digital store we could buy games, but the pandemic really really drive the point home, about where video games was headed, So yeah. If it's if it's to cut costs and save time, I think if it's to cut costs and save time, okay, all right, fine, I get it. But yeah, no more physical copies. Physical copies are disappearing. Yeah, and yeah. So if you got a nice little physical copy collection, to remind you of video game history, you might as well hold on to it. Yeah, and go on from there. Yeah, because now we're in the digital age now. And with these storefronts, Steam, GOG, the Humble Store, Epic. You got Xbox with Game Pass and their digital storefront. Sony has a storefront. Nintendo, yeah. So that's where we are right now when it comes to digital. Comes to video games now. It's all digital. Look what PlayStation just did. They just made two. They just made two PS5s, and they it's all. Yeah, one of them is digital. Yeah. And yeah, and they're charging $450, but they're saying if you want the disc drive now, you gotta pay another extra $80, and then another $30 for the stand and all that. So yeah, that's where we are, man. When it comes to video games now, physical media is dead. Yeah. So if you got a nice movie, if you're a movie fanatic, and there's a certain movie that you like, you better go out now and get it before they start. Before they really disappear. Yeah. Now, if you're a big say Star Wars fan or Star Trek fan, or you're a big Mission Impossible fan, or I'm trying to think of another, or 007 fan, yeah, go out and get your physical copies, man, because yeah, times are changing, yeah. Maybe you could go to your your stores where they sell old games, and try to find games there. But even doing that now, that's going to be expensive. So yeah, we're in a digital age now. So yeah, video games have changed. Best Buys and now Walmart, huh? Yep. Times are changing. The game industry moves on, Microsoft just got Activision Blizzard. So yeah, Game Pass is going to benefit from that. Oh yeah. Yeah. All those games that they have now, plus all those studios they acquire. Oh yeah. Things should be looking better at Xbox now. But to get those games now, it's gonna be digital. Yeah, we are in a digital age. No more physical copies. Anyway, I'll make this video for y'all to enjoy. Nice talking to you people again. Chris, Star Wars and Star Trek fan, board Dark Side.